Hi everybody. So earlier this morning Dave had a live video going and it mentioned he was talking about people learning new technologies in this hobby. When I think somebody was asking him if the hobby was dying or whatnot, and then we were talking about Wi-Fi and new systems or whatever. And I said a comment about Dave. I said, well, I got to tell you a story about my dad and about Lionel's universal remotes. And so I'm here with my dad. He's looking that way. He doesn't want to look at the camera. That's okay. Anyway, so a few years ago, he started building this layout. And at first, it was just the old traditional throttles. But that was in the other room before this. Before this, he moved it into this one. Then he started buying engines that had the remotes. Each remote goes to a certain particular engine. And my dad got comfortable with it. It was easy. It was like, okay, they're marked. He knows which one is which. Well, we've been going to the hobby store in Melbourne, TRFT Trains, and there were some engines that he wanted. The problem was that they didn't come with one of these remotes. They required a universal remote to buy separate. And he hummed and hawed because he wasn't sure he would be able to figure out how to tie in the remotes with the engines. And I think what it was about a year or so, you kind of protested it, didn't you?
Not that long. Not even a year.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so a couple, what about a month ago? 2 months ago, we were down at the hobby store again in Melbourne, and my dad saw this engine behind him. He really wanted it. And Tom, the proprietor of the hobby store, was like, well, it's got a universal remote. And I was like, yeah. There was this one guy, I don't remember his name, in the hobby store. He's like, hey, look, it's easy. All you do is this, and this. Now, me, I kind of heard it, and my dad, he's getting up in there, so he didn't, quite get it. But I said, you know what? I'm going to go home, I'm going to look on YouTube, and we're going to figure this out. So he went ahead and bought the engine, and I got the universal remote. Let me see the remote, Dad. Hey, now these universal remotes, instead of having just one engine, they can run 3 engines. And so each, he only has right now 1 engine on it, and that would be that. But if he bought another one like that, he wouldn't have to buy another remote. He would just program it to 2. Well, I looked up on YouTube, and it was easy. Went in there, we did it. It took literally 30 seconds. It was like, oh, okay. So that goes back to you, Dave, about how you were saying, learning the new technology. Sometimes people resist, but in the end, if they figure it out, if it's easy enough, they'll get it. So I guess we should run some trains now. Huh? All aboard?
Dispatcher, am I cleared to the outbound? Over. Need to hold you. Hold for your signal. Out.
That bay window caboose would look so good if you got a GP unit, do a little local switching with that. That'd be cool. Though he wouldn't let me weather it up like I do mine. Would you, Dad?
No. Hell no.
But one of these days, I'm going to be brave, and I got to get in here, take more video from in here. But I have a hard time crawling. You get down there, you have to go and pull out. You gotta go crawling down there. I can't do it. Sorry about the glare. It's that bright light right there.
Dispatcher, are we still clear all the way? Over. Going through the next block at track speed. Out.
This last car's pretty cool. I looked at it and I realized they had a freight unit on it. So I told that means it needs to be the last car. And you can see the freight unit right there. So anyway, for anybody who's new here, this is my dad's layout. I do HO. He has Lionel, as you can see. He's got a lot of, running around. Got plenty of engines, plenty of cars in storage. These days I'm going to steal one and weather it up just to make him mad. I really love those guns and those flats. Those are some of my favorite cars in Seattle. Right there. Oh. Anyway. Oh, yeah. He's really proud of the Star Trek one. I don't know if y'all seen the videos of running it a couple weeks ago or whatnot. Probably longer than that, but it's pretty cool. So, yeah. So anyway, I just want to show you a quick look. Some other paintings I've done. These are not for sale. Anyway, alright, I'm going to wrap this up. My throat hurts. Okay?